Glenn Beck has an awesome new conspiracy theory about the minimum wage that he would like to share with us. See if you can make any sense of this.
But you also know that all revolutions need the youth. You need a unrest in the minority populace and in the youth. So if you get everybody to go to college, you promise them all kinds of stuff, go to college, and then they are mired in debt that they cannot get out from under. Then they can't even get in their youth and teenagers, they can't even get a part-time job because they've been priced out of a part-time job. And all of the unskilled labor force, the immigrants and everything else, they come in, they can't get part-time work because they've been priced out of it too because they don't have it's not skilled labor. Then you have a whole population that is ripe for unrest. You have a whole population ready for revolution. Now, anybody, I would find that hard to believe that you would have somebody like Hillary Clinton want to do that, but she's a lover of Saul Alinsky, and that's Saul Alinsky 100%. But you look at somebody like Barack Obama, who sat there and listened to the ramblings of literally a madman, Jeremiah Wright. There's a possibility he knows exactly what he's doing. That they're only trying to raise this minimum wage, not because that they believe that it's going to help people, but because it will lead to unrest.
I got nothing. I was jotting it down as he was going along, trying to follow his reasoning, and one step made less sense than the previous step. Okay, so he says, revolutions all require the youth. Okay, I don't know why you're mentioning that, but okay, I follow you so far. The youth ended up going to college, and they took on debt. Okay, I'm with you so far. That leads to unrest. Okay. Then, boom, Saul Alinsky. What? Okay. Trust me when I say I've never heard a single person on the left that I know personally or through my readings of the news or through watching news clips on a daily basis. None of them have ever mentioned Saul Alinsky. Ever. The only time I've ever heard Saul Alinsky mentioned is when the right-wingers are saying that us left-wingers deify him and care deeply about his message. Still to this day, I've never read a single Saul Alinsky thing. I know nothing about him. Nobody I talk to or the circle I'm in, nobody else knows anything about him. So, total straw man, they made him up. Then we got Reverend Wright. Wait, okay, the conversation was originally about revolutions in college. All of a sudden, I got Saul Alinsky and Reverend Wright. I don't know how this factors into it. And then they say, aha! And then the liberals want to raise the minimum wage to start the revolution. Or something. Do you hear yourself when you talk, Glenn? If you raise the minimum wage, wouldn't that help fix the unrest? Not lead to it more, and then that leads to the revolution, and that, leads to more problems where we overthrow and, I guess, implement our Marxist utopia, whatever the fuck Glenn Beck made up in his own mind. No, if we raise the minimum wage, that would push us in the opposite direction, where people would be pacified, where people would go, okay, no, this is a good thing. We're moving in the right direction. Wonderful. Fantastic. A step in the right direction. So a step away from having to do a revolution. And also, if these Democrats are such evil masterminds trying to come up with a revolution, trying to quell unrest to start a revolution, then why is it that every step of the way they were trying to fix the issues that Glenn Beck brought up? Have you seen the proposals from Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders and other progressive Democrats on the issue of college debt? Like, he made it seem like that was part of our nefarious plan to then start a revolution, college debt. But no, we fought it every step of the way, and it was the conservatives who pushed to further privatize college, and it got more expensive because of their policies. Whereas we've had time and time again progressives step in and say, okay, let's reduce the interest rate for college loans. Let's forgive some of the debt. I've argued on this show time and time again that we should forgive all of the debt, wipe the slate clean, and do universal education where somebody has a choice after they graduate high school. They can either go to taxpayer-funded college, totally funded by the government, totally free, or they could choose to go to an apprenticeship. So we've argued for the exact thing that would prevent a revolution. Raising the minimum wage would prevent it because people would be happier. Making college free and wiping the debt slate clean would prevent it because people would be happier. But in his mind, he's like, ooh, no, the liberals want the college debt and they want more unrest, and then they raise the minimum wage to start the revolution.